and gentlemen, good morning, afternoon, and or evening. Welcome back to the Lazer Grand Arena. Still sticking to the round of 32. We have a match indeed. Once again, it is going to be between Emrek against Nanolini. Casting for you today will be me, Blacktap, and alongside me, the one, the only Doomsday. How are you doing, boss?
What's going on, Blacktap? It's great to be back on. Some more LGA. It's my first cast of this one this year. I wasn't around at all yesterday. I was just lurking. But we back.
Indeed, and a bit of how do I say it? A nice appetizer to say the least. Very interesting matchup to say the least. We all know basically everything about Emrek is a bit above the average player to say the least. But Nanolini though, quite the big undertaking, especially when it's still a single elimination bracket format.
Yeah, no safety net here, so the loser is going out in this first round. It's going to be a big test for Nanolini. Let's not beat around the bush here. He's against the #1 player in the world, Emrek, who is going to be able to cover everything in this pool really well, you'd imagine. I think that's a safe bet. But Nanolini, he is up for the challenge of us, formerly known as Paper Candle, a very solid Norwegian player, very strong mechanics player. And his speed power and his tapping power were his best maps in the qualifiers. I guess the issue is there, he's against Emrek, who is arguably the best tapping player in the world. I think you can argue that. So it's going to be up to Nanolini to try and top him on that. But on this pool, if he can pop off, there's definitely some maps he can steal. He is good enough to FC these maps in this pool if he's feeling it today. But we'll see.
Yeah, absolutely. I would argue that it won't warrant any pop-off. I think this is going to be a bit of a mental battle for Nanolini. I know that he is capable on setting some pretty cool scores on the remaining of the DTs, but he just needs to do it when it matters. And already Emrek looking to protect the hiddens. Nanolini going on the second ban. Is he gonna go for the... Oh, and there it is, the other, well, quote-unquote reading pick. I would argue the Lazer mod in this pool warrants a bit more of a memorization skill set.
I do think this one, at least in my opinion, it might just be me, but I think this one is definitely much more of a practice map than, say, the one in the qualifiers was for Afterlight. I mean, that one you definitely had to practice as well, but you can sort of read that one pretty decently after a few plays, but flat by second, there are some parts of that are incredibly nasty if you haven't put the time in. So Nanolini not wanting to trust the gimmick here. I don't really blame him, but then again, I do wonder if Emrek has put the time in on that. I wouldn't be surprised if he would have been sight reading that, but we won't see it.
Yeah, very interesting ban on Emrek's part though. Noma 2 opting out from the aim control cut stream map. And now, game is game. It's time for our first pick. I think coming from Emrek. It is indeed coming from Emrek once more. Is he gonna go straight with his protect? We've been seeing a lot of those very interesting protect clashes right off the bat, which I am actually kind of against of. But then again, I'm not the player, a bit of a backseater, I suppose.
It's the sort of thing where you tend to save your protect for when you need a big momentum swing. But maybe this format being a little bit different with the sort of 2 map set format, maybe they're thinking a little bit differently. But yeah, we have seen a lot of people just right off the bat going with their strongest map. Fair enough. You use it first or you use it when you're behind, right? It's one of those two. Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay.
I gotta say, yesterday was the National Day of Norway, so I'm sure Nanolini has been part of the party. But hey, woo! Back on the grind. I hope you had a great day though, I bet that was a riot.
Back on the jump once again onto the Osu grind. But for now though, a bit of a wall to face off. It's Emrek on the hidden one. It's going to be Ego. The 1-2s on this map, definitely something to look out for. The remaining out of map definitely much more consistent, but it just kind of spikes a bit too much on those very nasty awkward 1-2s.
Yeah, big jump spikes in this one, especially the one right at the very end where it goes into those just horrible linear patterns. But it's all about that density aim to kick us off here. Slight bit of control needed, but it is more or less mechanics. And with two very good aim players, should be a good show on this one.
And now going straight into the map. Just a nice, comfortable beginning, and Emrek surprisingly will be the first one to find a miss. A bit of a trade instantly from Nanolini.
The early little drops there, dropping some ACK, possibly just getting the offset off a little bit. No, Emrek does play quite a bit of Lazer in his own time. I'm sure he's got his offsets all set up in the way he likes. I'm not sure how much Nanolini plays Lazer though, like outside of say something like LGA.
Yeah, definitely something that not too much player has done just yet, but nonetheless, despite that, definitely quite well. Nanolini kinda keeping the damage in check, but the jumps coming in, the 1-2s, the misses, just not looking too comfortable for him.
Yeah, a few on that big spike. Gonna be tanking Nanolini a little bit. Emrek with the combo now, getting some of that multiplier going. When it comes to Lazer, of course, you may have noticed as you've been following the tournament, accuracy is so important. But at the moment, Emrek's winning that war as well. But accuracy is so much of your score on Lazer scoring that combo gaming is much harder to do if you could just hold on to ACK, even if you miss. So that could come onto the fore, especially on some of those tapping maps we see Lazer.
Still pushing through at the 670 combo, a bit of a reverse choke run. Here it comes once again, the part where it all hits the 1-2s once again, giving Nanolini quite a bit of trouble, but Emrek still staying very much chill. 790 combo, the lead increasing to a comfortable 200k.
Just chilling, isn't he, Emrek? That early break doesn't seem to have phased him. He's locked in now. Nanolini getting caught out a little bit on this one, on Emrek's pick, of course. So on the next one, Nanolini has a chance to pull some of this back. I mean, I guess the beauty of this format we're trying out for LGA is that on Nanolini's next pick, he can counter with a big pick of his own to try and bring this score difference down. But it's going to have to be a pop-off because 300k advantage is huge on Lazer. This is a crazy run from Emrek.
Absolutely not missing, however, I don't think that is the play, Doomsday. I think the play is to actually pick Hidden 3, play into Emrek's skill set, say screw it, this set might just be cooked, and pick the Protect on the next set right after. I think that's the smartest choice for Nanolini right now, because I don't think you can really outscore Emrek by 450k, not gonna lie, especially on a DT3.
I honestly, I agree. The other side, I guess, of the format is if it is a lost cause, and that big difference, 460k is, well, that's crushing, really. It may be wise, to save your best pick and just pick something with left field to just take a map out of the pool for Emrek. And that's something I'm super curious to see how players take on this. Will they think outside the box and just maybe use this opportunity to take a Emrek map out of the pool right now?
Yeah, and as we've been seeing throughout that hidden one, not only definitely not the most comfortable player in that regard. So, what else is there to just get rid of the higher Conde? He's going for it!
He's going for it! Yo! This man said, nope. Nope, I'm taking it. Hold my beer that he had yesterday. Hold my beer. This man's about to pull back 460k. We'll see it. I mean, this is a great map for Nanolini, but that, wow. I don't know. Is Emrek going to get like 600k on this?
We'll just have to pray for the gamma ray to strike his computer and blue screen it, not gonna lie. Because I cannot possibly see Emrek going anywhere below the kind of this critical point of about what 700k. I think he can comfortably get enough act to reach that very much needed score to force Nanolini to even SS.
I guess we'll see. It's stamina mapping, 240 something BPM, pure stamina streams. With two strong tapping players, it should be a good show on this. Early miss though from Nanolini is going to sting him. Falling behind early on this pick. At least protect.
Doubles action here and there, not much of a stamina section just yet. There's one big stream, but we're about to get right into the nitty and gritty of this map, and Emrek still holding on.
97.7 for Emrek, still holding that FC. A few misses now from Nanolini. It ain't gonna happen, I think, for him, but now can Emrek lock out this FC? I mean, I don't want to jinx anything. I know it's Emrek, but I can't jinx him.
Going to the final section, the final few streams. Can't he even reach a secret box with 592 PP? Is this accuracy enough to find that success? I don't think so. I don't think this map really gives too much PP in that regard, but 500 PP will be reached and a full combo will be attained. Emrek takes the first set.
With aplomb as well. Brilliant FC there from Emrek on the stamina. Nanolini going into this protect. Wasn't to be though. Very brave choice to use that here where he needed to pull back. A massive advantage, but hasn't worked out for him. First point goes to Emrek.
Not back into Nanolini's pick this time. Going with a double. DP3 did not work out. Is there anything else that he can go for? Probably something along the side of Hard Rock, but these Hard Rock maps are very much double-edged. One is a pure consistency test, the other slider at CS 7.8 jump scares, and there's Hard Rock 3. We do not talk about Hard Rock 3.
We'll talk about that one. Well, might get stuck into some of that, I think, because I don't think that remaining DT is going to be super spooky for either, but you might want to be careful picking that when the difference could be quite small on something like that. But Hard Rock, like I say, some of those picks in that Hard Rock pool are kind of wonky. The extreme precision and yeah, the Divine Ordeal being such a long consistency test. Tiebreaker map on Hard Rock could swing things a little bit. I suppose we'll see. It's no mod 1 we're going for. No mod 1 alert. The classic Friedman, but not the classic set. It's a new map for this tune.
Yeah, everything has been mapped, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't cut off right in the middle. Sorry, fellow 108. I love that map, but come on now. Other than that, though, we will be listening to the solo in this version, and there is plenty of tapping. A bit of a tricky finger control. Think like a burst going into 1/3 right in the middle. Very tricky to hit. So, good luck, have fun, I suppose, for both players.
Quite a mixed bag of skills on this one. Just a little bit of, a little bit of control in here, and a little bit of tapping as well. On the 240, I can't see tapping really phasing either of these two. Very strong tapping players. So it's going to come down more to the aim consistency and I guess not tanking too much score on that ult pit. Need to adjust to that when it comes up. And with ACK being worth a lot, that could be a big deal.
Oh yeah, we love ACK. Basically an ACK win condition when you're playing in Lazer. Rest in peace the combo players. But 260 combo still climbing, going to the 1/3. No one finding a miss there.
So far so good for both players early on. Plenty of time though to go in this one.
comfortable beginning for both sides. A 3-digit score difference, definitely showing that basically non-existent difference in comfort for both sides. And only keeping Emrek in check right now. 0.1% accuracy difference, but when the KI hits, things may swing to the other side or the other.
This first chorus. See if anyone's gonna get a slip yet. Oh, it's Nanolini with the first break.
Definitely not the best of thing to see. Emrek still for combo. Will he find a mistake in this first KI? Bit of a jump section here into the stream, looking pretty decent. 25k in the lead and slowly increasing towards his side. And he does not seem to be giving out any misses back to Nanolini.
The score is climbing away. It's not like seismic though. You can see it's climbing away, but not by a lot. I mean, if Emrek drops a big pattern, the act difference could actually close that gap up very quickly indeed. But at the moment, Emrek giving no such quarter here. Nice recovery from Nanolini as well. That's going to be so important. His accuracy being that high as well can keep him in touching distance if he can just keep the rest of his consistency together. Still very much doable, even if he loses this one. And there's the break from Emrek. Hold the phone. Now we can reel this back in a little bit.
Nanolini not letting it hang up. 530 combo. Plenty of big patterns for Emrek to miss on. But the bad news is, Nanolini can absolutely miss on those as well. The pressure is all on him. PP is equal, nearly identical, actually identical, my bad. It's going to slowly swing to the side of Nanolini, but here comes the solo section. Can he shred the guitar?
Time to shred. Linear Pentagon, that's horrible. Gets the break on it though.
Bit of a fumble in the 1/3 into the swing there. Still trying to recover, not too far off just at the 56k difference. Emrek in the distance right now. Hits the solo. But now going into the last PI, only 1 minute remaining. Nanolini's option is currently to just at least soften the blow.
It's about 70k. That difference ain't too bad on an aim map. That's not too bad against Emrek, but he gets another break. He's going to fall behind a little bit more. Emrek with just that one miss in the middle at the moment. The complete flub on one note is the only blemish on his play.
And with a bit of makeup, it just seems like it never happened. Reaching a solid 800,000 score and above, and still going up and beyond. 30k different, 30 seconds remaining, 120k in the lead. Once again having quite the safety net, going to his own pick actually.
That's the one miss, 99.7 from Emrek. Another crazy play. God damn. But honestly, fair play to Nanolini for hanging in there with a really good win himself. It's a 130k difference, and that is definitely make-upable. The problem is, it's Emrek's pick next, and he has to do it on his opponent's map. But that difference ain't too bad. That's a very solid attempt from him. But what a play again from Emrek. Unfortunate one miss choke on basically nothing, it looked like.
Yeah, I mean, that's just how the number one goes. But going to something a bit more difficult, to say the least, to consistently full combo. It's going to be Hidden 3, and that's a bit of a tough ask for a Nanolini right now, with the need to get 133k lead against a hidden slot.
Breaking out that flow aim, flow ults sort of thing. There's high spacing, low BPM streams at times on that the hidden flow aim classic pick. Emrek has been very good on these when they've popped up in tournament. Nanolini very much more on the mechanics side of things, but certainly capable on the hidden. We'll see how consistent he is on this one, though.
Already starting off this Sol back and forth, Nanolini finding the first miss, but Emrek struggling on the accuracy. Is it an offset problem? Doesn't seem so.
Definitely a bit of adjustment needed there on the AC. Hitting a bunch of those streams full 100s, but it looks like he's getting himself back in the game. Accuracy increasing again.
A bit of a side-to-side jump there, going to the slider section. The slider ends being dropped, but the combo is gone for Nanolini after I said that. Going to a bit more of the flowy section. Emrek still holding on. Nanolini quite struggling already in this first PI.
The combo not really happening here for Nanolini. His accuracy starting to drop when hitting those Ki sections. Emrek appears to be much more locked in now on the AC as well, and the combo now is really climbing. 600 combo, no problems at all on that first Ki from the number 1 player.
Still on the full combo run despite that chain 100 on that first stream actually. Accuracy back into its former glory at 97%. Now finally gonna get another miss. Thank God for the no lock, because this map just seems to be absolutely disgusting if you play it unstable.
Yeah, this is a laser pilled map for sure. Flow aim stuff like this and buzz slidery maps like this are much more forgiving in terms of if you miss on laser. They're the same if you hit them, but obviously if you miss, you can recover much nicer, which makes them much more nicer. Really, you couldn't pull this map in a stable tournament without it being a note lock hell, basically.
You'll need like a special result, else you get like 200k in match because of mind block or something. But right now though, Emrek gets it done once again, takes the second set.
Another big point there. Not nearly as big of a win on this one with the aim and then the flow ult, but Emrek still managing to win each map here. Nanolini now going to have to pull back from 2-0 down against Emrek. Running out of maps to do so, but with a hope and a dream. And honestly, some of the performances there from him were very solid. That no mod 1 was great. And it was very nice on the start of that hidden 3 as well from Nanolini. Holding AC very nicely from the beginning, but unfortunately Emrek grew into the map better as it went on.
And now he can grow even more with his own pick into the third set. No more hiddens though, so no more hidden abuse, thankfully for Nanolini. But Emrek definitely slightly good at everything else other than hidden as well. So very tough ask.
Hard rock pool fully open. Could be interesting in this one with the players you have. We'll see if Nanolini gets stuck into one of those hard rock picks. I think that'd be quite an interesting choice. To try something different at this point. No mod 4 is going to be Emrek's first pick in this set 3 though. Self-destruct, the slider tech. So more gimmicks, more control. Working well for him so far.
And again, Lazer being very much lenient on the slider and accuracy. That was quite an update. I watched that on the Lazer update video, and I just jumped from my chair. It makes slider much more fun to play, and this map will be 10 times more forgiving to say the least. However, Nanolini, all he needs to do is to not win, but to soften the blow, as he will be able to pick his own map right after this one.
Yeah, with plenty of maps still on the board that are quite good for him, he's still very much in this one. Can he hold the AC on these sliders though? As you mentioned, yeah, the slider changes make sliders, definitely in my opinion, much nicer to play. I love playing maps like this on Lazer over stable these days. But it doesn't make holding AC on them or following them any easier.
You do still need to work for it, indeed.
So far though, Emrek with the 98% coming out of the first drop. Great act for this. 94 on the side of Nanolini. A bit more combo gaming happening, but sadly he doesn't have the combo.
Still needs to get through basically the remainder of the map. 2 minutes and 40 seconds of it. Plenty of places to miss for both him and Emrek, but he's building up, he's coming back slowly but surely in this slow section. Just need to wait for a mistake on the other side.
About to go up the gears now in this map. We can see a cough here from Emrek. Will the door open here for Nanolini? Let's see.
Into a bit of a tricky section here. Try not to go the wrong way challenge. Emrek did go the wrong way the first time, but still hitting 300 somehow. We love sliders. Nanolini is holding on though. Bit of a doubles, catching both players off guard. And now, as the score lead just kinda sells down, the map does not, however. Bit more of the doubles, a bit more of the tricky sliders. Emrek holding on, Nanolini finding more and more trades. But finally, as the dust sells, it is staying at a 100k lead for Emrek.
Break on the slow part there from Nanolini, that's a shame. Holding through a lot of that though, making it look close on that second drop. Both players breaking almost at the same time there, but that's only going to benefit Emrek, who has that nice lead already. One more to go though. Still time to make up there. Gotta say though, Emrek looking good on the control, but even Emrek can drop on some of these patterns as we've seen.
Definitely not a map for the fate of hearts. What was a slider break? There's an opportunity for Nanolini to absolutely soften the landing right now. More slider breaks from Emrek. Nanolini finds his own.
And that was an opportunity that, I guess those switchback sliders, the aim on them, catching him out, I think, the snappiness. I think Emrek might be able to spare his blushes on this one a little bit. The accuracy doing so much work for him, man. 3% of lead, I think, is most of that difference.
The false sliders now. Emrek's just kind of struggling to guess where it's gonna go. Bit of a cut stream slider on that part as well, but this map is basically done and dusted. Emrek having 140k to pad his landing. Can Nanolini find the correct map to do just that?
Can he pull this back? The next pick is his. It could potentially be his last of Lazer Grand Arena, so he's got to choose wisely. Quite close though on that tech map though. Nanolini definitely holding his own, but Emrek just definitely looking much more comfortable on the accuracy side, and that carried him pretty much all the way through that. Hit a bit of combo as well, but it was definitely the act that did most of the work there on the Lazer scoring. Let's see about Nanolini though. He's got a lot of hard rock to choose if he wants to get stuck into that. There's also one more DT pick if he wants to get into a staring contest against Emrek on DT1. But we'll see how brave he's feeling.
Fortune favors the bold. Nanolini might as well. Okay, that is even more bolder. Hot Rock 1 is crazy.
Oh, yo, dude, this is actually I actually really like this pick, because this map, it's a tiebreaker, but on Hard Rock, it's so long, it's so variable in its stylings. It is a proper shit miss map. And with it being long enough, if Nanolini can string a big combo together, 140k of difference could be made up. How is his Hard Rock consistency feeling? I can see it.
Oh my god. It's just a bit of the adaptability issues here for Nanolini. And seeing that Emrek has that edge on the tech part, kind of scared for Nanolini for this map in particular. It's hungover, that's all. Okay, that explains something.
It's a good excuse for not playing AR 10.3. Fair enough. Pick a much more civilized AR, like AR 10. Fair enough, mate. This map is such a hard map to, I guess, get a massive combo on because of how the star varies so much, how long it is. Corsace original this and Corsace maps do tend to be, they have a lot of spice in the aim. Even the standard, like, more basic parts of these maps have a lot of spice in them. So it's a hard one to get a huge combo on, but if Nanolini can pull something together, it could work. It's a brave one against Emmerich with his mechanics. But you got to be brave in this situation. You really have to. There's not really much left that's going to be, like, super comfortable. You got to pick something a bit spicy.
Indeed, but will it pay off though? Nanolini taking a plunge back into the deep sea to take on Emmerich. It's a nice comfortable start, and whoops, not comfortable anymore. They're going into the 1/6 hell. A bit of the sliders! Nanolini finding the slider break, a bit of a slow slider, I suppose.
I think that was a slow slider, yeah. The early setback here. But it is very early on. This is a big boy. We're in for the long haul here.
Absolutely plenty of pit stops in the middle, but Nanolini finding a bit too much misses on the cut streams. 1/6 accuracy looking pretty good, but everything else is just a bit of a hassle right now for him. 93% accuracy, trying to keep it at bay.
At the moment, Emmerich not giving any room at all. No misses, holding very nice act for this early on. This map has a lot of BPM changes, so got to manage those with your accuracy as well. Nanolini now getting quite a few breaks though. It's not looking like the consistency is clicking early on. It's not looking too good at the start, but we are only a quarter of the way in.
And still climbing up, Emmerich, not slowing down his speed whatsoever. A bit of a tricky doubles here and there, some tricky triangles, but he's still hitting it. Nanolini a bit struggling in this part, in finding more misses and more. This is not looking good instead.
Nah, this is not looking good now. Nanolini definitely struggling on this one. What he needed was a big combo, and it's not happening, unfortunately. And Emmerich, man, still FCing. We're reaching halfway point, and he still hasn't missed. So, looks like this brave pick is not going to work out that way. Emmerich going to be really flexing his prowess on this one.
It's a bit of a multi-skill set, secret box. Almost finding the full combo. I think the first full combo potentially if he had done it, but will we see it come from Emmerich instead, despite the accuracy?
Halfway through, still plenty of map to go yet, blanked out, but well, let's sit back and watch the fireworks go. It would be a thing though if Secret Box's score was sniped by another Aussie though. The Aussie Power On show.
Still climbing, Nanolini finding yet again another break. Kind of struggling on this very aim control side of the maps, where the flow just gets very awkward and the slider just gives you that goosebumps. Nonetheless, so Emmerich is oh boy, he has reached that part, and now there is one more KI section where it goes to absolute lengths to stop you from being the first hot drop victor. Can we see it, Doomsday? Second time's the charm, I suppose, in this tournament.
Dude, I don't want to say anything yet, mate. This ending is no joke. This ending is the hardest part of the map. Nothing else has phased Emmerich yet, though. Let's see. Here we go.
Final 1/6, a few more jumps coming in. Everything trying to stop this man from reaching for the stars, and yet He's still going up and up and up. Nothing will stop him. Crossing the atmosphere. 2,200 combo will be reached soon enough. 45 seconds remaining. Can he survive the night? Still looking good. Sliders looking gorgeous. Accuracy is there. Combo is absolutely still here. Almost finding a miss there. Dropping some 50s. MREX still going the distance. Hits another float section. The last few linears. MREX just a bit more. And he hits that part as well. 20 seconds remaining. Can he do it, Doomsday?
Oh my goodness. He's already beaten Secret Box's score now. This is the wind down. Map's winding down here. Just needs to keep his cool for the first ever Hard Rock FC on this map. Just a little bit more. This is insane. What a score from Emmerich. Take a bow. What a play. Oh my goodness me.
I know I said that this match was quite the appetizer, and I'm feeling full already, man. That's insane.
That's crazy. That's a course ace tiebreaker. A bit of everything on Hard Rock. No problems here for the world number one. He's taken this match 3-0. Nanolini is going out, unfortunately. It's the end of the line for him. Very solid attempt, though. Great fight on that No Mod 1 as well by him. But unfortunately, this is the end of the line for Nanolini. Thank you for playing. Thanks for taking part in LGA this year. Always good casting you, mate. But Emmerich, he's in it to win it.
Indeed, and speaking of in it to win it, there is still a lot more matches to be done for today, ladies and gents. 23 minutes from now on, we will be moving on from round of 32 into round of 16, and we will be seeing quite a match, that's for sure. A secret box against Emil Buzz. It will be casted by yours truly once again, and your other truly.
Hello.
So stay tuned, I suppose. Get some water, get some snacks, whatever you want. Get some dinner if you're like living in Indonesia or in the evening. But yeah, we'll see you guys there. For now though, I'm Blank Tab and my boss Doomsday. We bid you guys a bit of a farewell.
Let's go!
Good morning, afternoon, and or evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Lazer Grand Arena. Back at it again with another match. Now, no longer at round 32. We are in the 16, and it's going to be Akins against Kosiarek. A bit of a intercontinental battle here between Australia and Poland. I will be Blank Tab, and my partner Doomsday. We will be casting your match for today. How are you doing, boss? And how's the coffee?
Coffee's good. Coffee's good. It's a bit too hot at the moment, though. It's burning my little fingers whenever I touch it, but
oh,
got plenty of time to let that cool while I watch some banger games happening. Akins and Kosiarek. This is round of 16. So we are out of the first rounders now. These two won their first matchups. Did very well in doing so. This is their second matchup of the tournament. Still single elimination. So one of these two are going out. There is no losers bracket to fall back on yet for these two. And we're losing a strong player either way. Both these two are very strong tournament players this year.
Yeah, absolutely. A bit of a shame that we'll be losing one of the gems, but it is what it is, I suppose. Just single bracket things, to say the least. And we are already looking into the bans. And Akins, a bit of a hater of the laser mod. Kosiarek, respecting Akins' proficiency in the speed department. And now look at the protects, actually quite interesting. A no mod for protect, and Akins protecting DT2, as theory would suggest.
That checks out. Kosiarek is the tech guy, the tech player of the moment. Very strong on that control. Into a player like Akins, who is very strong on the mechanics. some of the picks are definitely going to be set in stone already. The battle lines will be drawn in this pool between these two because they are very different sorts of players. So the tapping is going to be a big one for Kosciarek to try and keep up with Atkins, whereas Atkins is going to have to try and match Kosciarek on maps like Self-Destruct, on some of the other gimmicky stuff, especially in that Hard Rock pool as well, which could play into it. The Hard Rock pool could be quite contested between these two, now I look at it, with some of the gimmicks in there.
Yeah, not even that. I do... Correct me if I'm wrong, but these two, are they known for to be the Hard Rock players for their respective nation?
Well, they're both like one of the stronger ones, yeah. So like that Hard Rock pool, with it being obviously Hard Rock, both those two like Hard Rock, and also having plenty of gimmicks, even that Hard Rock 1 having a lot of tech in it. Ooh, I can't wait to see some of that between these two. They could be really close.
Absolutely, but before the coin is flipped, Icon's gonna take a bit of a swing in the hidden tree side of things. Slightly in his favor, but let's see what he can do.
The Will Stetson tune. Shoutouts to Will Stetson.
That sounds better than that. Kosciarek matching Atkins in the accuracy and combat department, but this is a hidden tree after all. Dangers lurking in every corner, and Atkins will be the first one to get bitten. Kosciarek the second, slightly towards Kosciarek indeed in Atkins' own pick, but here comes the first PI.
Big tempo change here. The accuracy doing a lot of work here for Kosciarek. Another break there from Atkins. Seems like it's very well traded though on the miscount front. And a lot of Ak just got dropped there from Kosciarek, so that advantage now is gone. Pretty much dead even again.
Absolutely, this seems to be a very contested pick nonetheless. Everyone hitting that linear stream combo in the side of Atkins. But this map, there's still 1 more minute of content left to be played, and we're gonna go straight into this very tricky linear section soon enough. Consecutive circles after circles incoming and approaching. Which one of them will stay composed?
Time coming in here, and both players nailing it, no problems at all. Look at the same player here. Oh, never mind. Kosciarek with the break. We aren't looking at a mirror match here.
Absolutely. Atkins shattering his reflection here. And now the lead absolutely skyrocketing to a solid 80k. And in a blink of an eye, he brings it all the way to his side. It's a 100k. Absolutely beautiful lead. Going to Kosciarek's own pick next up. What will he choose?
What will he pick? That's an 800k though. Atkins, last time he played that, got about 690k, so that's a big improvement on his previous score. Huge improvement. But Kosciarek 700k is very solid as well. But with it being his next pick though, Kosciarek's still in a decent spot. He could go for a very strong map and look to try and claw that back here. Certainly plenty of maps to do it on.
Absolutely, and probably not something you wanna unleash your protect just yet, and thus we will go into the other sort of techish map, but precision this time at CS 7.8. Hard Rock 2 will be unleashed by Kosciarek, and this guy, I play with him, he is the precision guy, but Atkins, he's still quite scary on these kinds of maps.
No slouch on the precision Atkins, but certainly I think he'd prefer the circles to be a little bit bigger than this. But with these two players are premier Hard Rock players, it's gonna be a show on these picks. This one though, Osu for Ants, CS6, and then you add Hard Rock. Those circles are pretty damn small.
Absolutely, already finding a bit of a misaim in the beginning of Kosciarek, and those slider breaks definitely affecting his accuracy a bit, but we're still in the beginning and there is plenty of map left to be played. Akens still needs to be very wary. Some strings incoming, and now the jumps about to be very explosive. And accuracy established, but 95k is the line to cross.
Definitely looking quite good. Akens certainly not seeming super comfy. I mean, it's hard to be comfy on this style, but there is a definite disparity. The accuracy tells a story here, and it is in favor of the pole.
Absolutely not much of a happy ending to be seen here in this fairy tale for Akens. And Kosiarek crossing that line quite soon, actually, 95k. And he is already just under 10k within reach, and as Akens struggle again and again on the long sliders, Kosiarek will make no mistakes and capitalize on it.
So far so good here for Kosiarek. His pick working out really well. Can Akens find some comfort on the precision? The combo isn't happening. His accuracy is slowly increasing, but Kosiarek is matching that improvement as well. It's looking good here at the moment, but so much of the map to go.
And again, you don't need to win, you just need to not lose as hard as your opponent. And right now, Akens in a bit of a dangerous position, 60k in deficit. Only so much map remaining, one more minute, one last hard part, but Kosiarek has the combo, has the momentum into the slow part.
Oh, that slow, that jump right there. Cinematic miss from Kosiarek. But 180k is a lot of lead. Can Akens reel that in with the time remaining? I think he can't. And with that miss, surely not. Surely not.
It's just a tiny bit too late. Akens had the landing quite nicely, but Kosiarek removed it at the very end. And thus, the first set will be going to him. 0-1, and he will get to pick the first map into the second set.
Brilliant comeback victory there. Showing the format really well, actually. It's, you know, Akens opens up with a good pick of his own, a very strong 800k, but Kosiarek pulling it back with an even bigger win on that pick. And in the end, he's the one that takes that first point. A nice 760k, a big improvement on... Actually, no, it's not, actually. It's slightly lower than the score he had last time. I think he got 770k last time, which is also a crazy score.
That's
yeah, he's an insane precision player. You weren't wrong.
However, now though, it is time for the second set. The Protect still in their back pocket. Is it time to unleash it, Kosiarek? Just waiting for the opportunity right now.
Oh, it's going to be like a middle set situation. Using your Protect here to try and build up a 2-point lead potentially is not going to be what he does. No mod 1 is the choice from Kosiarek. Getting stuck into some aim, and that worked out well for him in the qualifiers. I think he got number 4 on the qualifiers, no mod 1. This man can jump, and he's going to be going up against a very strong mechanics player on it, so he's feeling confident.
Definitely some tricky turns, or rather some tricky first at such the BPM at 240. However, aim is still the name of the game, and as you said, his stats speaks for himself. Let's see if he can do it and get himself some nice lead in his first map of the second set.
Oh my god, it's basically a speed map. Certainly a few drops there on the bursts from Kosiarek early on the speedy intro. No such drops though from Akens.
Quite the trade happening, which is basically non-existent, as Akens leaving Kosiarek on red. 450 combo still climbing in the slow section. A bit of an accuracy deficit here for the Polish warrior, but it's still very much comebackable. However, Akens not gonna give it out for free.
No, he's gonna hold on to that. He won't go down without a fight here. Gotta get into the first Ki. One of the big drops. Let's have a look then. Kosiarek recovering very nicely. The aim side not phasing him at all. With more speed coming up though, he's going to have to manage that. We'll see when the bursts appear. Oh, I missed there from Kosiarek though on a jump. I spoke too soon.
Bit of an under aim in that regard, and the speed throwing him off yet again. Quite a bit of a nightmare.
It's a spooky situation now on this one for Kosiarek. Akens still rocking 99.8 full combo so far. That advantage now going to be hitting 100k. A nice juicy bit of lead for him. And on Kosiarek's pick, it's going to be brutal if this continues.
It's definitely not slowing down. A bit of quite damage that we are going to see. Finally finding the miss. Kosiarek does have the opportunity. He has stabilized in accuracy. He just needs the combo to back it up. Akens kind of slowing down now. The Jenga tower has been built tall enough, but it is going down. Kosiarek unable to topple it too much though with that miss.
I guess we equalized at about 100k of difference as things stand. Here comes the solo. Can Kosiarek hold his tapping on some of the solo bursts?
Wide angles, no one finding the miss there, but here comes the one tap into the stream. Can they hold on? Kosiarek unable to do so. Akens barely hit that. Another stream coming in. Kosiarek dropping some 100s, but lots and lots of misses. The speed part catching him off guard.
No such drop though from Akens, who's still holding way above 99. It's a 99.5 from Akens. It's a proper masterclass on how you do it on this one. It's a really unfortunate miss for him, honestly. Brave choice from Kosiarek, but it's not going to work. Another break from Kosiarek, followed up by Akens, but 140k of lead is doing good work when it's not even your pick.
Indeed, and he will have the privilege to pick a map where he can absolutely comfortably have 140k padding. Probably going for something bit riskier. I don't think this is the correct moment to go for your protect, especially with this much lead and it being your own pick, but who knows?
We'll see how confident he's feeling. I mean, with this room, Akens can definitely afford to save some of his stronger picks, I think. But he may just want to guarantee this to avoid anything untoward happening. But we'll see. Great play though from Akens. Very nice. 99.3. 4 miss. Clean as you like. The speed moment. Will Akens get into some of his trademark tapping? No, he will not.
Running the alt, or rather finger control, to go into the burst alt snap aim hot drop thingy. Very interesting.
That sums it up. Flood warning. The floodgates open here for Akens. He'll hope so. With a good lead, he can afford to just try and match Kosiarek at least. Because this is a pick that I think Kosiarek may have been eyeing up as well. Possibly as a pick. Especially with his Protect being more of a tech map. So if Akens can take this one away in this moment, that could leave Kosiarek a bit thin on the ground for picks later on, maybe. Although he does still have his Protect. Let's see if it works out for Akens here.
Already quite the start. Some speed element to it, but it is all snaps and all. The triples is just there to throw you off. And right now though, both of players keeping their balance equal in scores.
Basically the same player, exactly the same on the early stages here.
We are finding a bit of 100 chains right now, but still matching that ever so important combo, and Akins drops it. There is an opportunity for Okosierek, but 140k against your opponent's pick. It's quite that hassle, and he does find the miss.
Can't capitalise early on, but his nose is in front a bit. Of course, Kosierek needs to get at least 134.932 score difference, at least. But if he's ahead, at least he has that to his name. We're halfway now, and the accuracy still with Akins. So far so good here for the Aussie.
Everything's in check. He does not need to win the battle, he just needs to win the war. And he's doing that beautifully. 26k in the lead. Plenty of protection here. And Kosierek unable to penetrate the Kevlar. Akins still on the advantage.
Yeah. And I just noticed as well, he's actually single tapping this map. I respect that. Single tappers rise up, and it's working so well for him actually. Managing to hold A with that style. But yeah, it's looking pretty good here for Akins. Taking out a Hard Rock tech pick, or Hard Rock ult pick I should say really, and getting himself on the board. It's been a really good set here for Akins. A lot of good work done here. Setting himself up for the rest of this match as well.
Absolutely, Kosierek has the combo advantage, but too little too late. Akins takes the second set, 1-1.
Nice 700k from Kosierek, a very solid score again from him. I say that the Hard Rock head-to-head on these two is a proper tussle. But Akins wins this one. 1-1 on Hard Rock picks so far, Blank Tap, so the decider's still there. I wonder if we'll see Divine Ordeal again.
Oh yeah. Nonetheless though, before that, we will go to the critically acclaimed Hole Dwelling.
Oh mate.
It's DT1.
Absolute banger. This map is great. We're going to see it. I'm not too surprised to see Akins picking this one. The aim player extraordinaire, especially on the high approach rate.
This one's gonna be very fun. Up and downs. A bit of a swing left and right action as well. Kosierek, can he find some success here? Again, you don't need to win that or like win at all. You just need to not get into that very difficult to reach 100k mark because it's been just that.
With this being pretty much all aim, Kosierek's aim is very strong. It's been a strong point for him, but we'll see how he does on the the high AR DT style. A bit different to the number one. We'll see if he can manage it. This, of course, is not full DT. It's 1.3 times or 1.35 times rate. You're looking at about 260 something ish BPM when all is said and done. So not super fast on like the aim style, I suppose. But it's more about that weird aim flow. I say the left to rights to left to rights. That weird flow you have to manage.
And the ever so interesting rhythm sometimes. However, starting off very solidly for both sides. Full combo still on the horizon. But Kosierek behind in accuracy.
Doesn't help that the OD on this is quite high as well. So the actual accuracy side, just the timing windows are very tight on 1.35. I think that was a Bancho miss there from Atkins. He hasn't missed there. False alarm.
Oh man, okay. Even in Lazer we see Bancho misses, that's kinda funny.
There is no escape route.
All road leads to Bancho. Alright, now the 600 combo for both players. Slight lead for Atkins. Did Kosmetic almost remove his button there on the slider? I have no idea. But nonetheless, Crisis averted 2% behind in accuracy into the Kiai section. A bit of a rapid fire section here, but both players survive. Into the second part we go.
Kosiarek managing the aim side very well indeed. Keeping up here with Atkins, which is no small feat on a map like this. He's bread and butter, but keeping himself in the game. The accuracy is behind, but 25k is not a lot of difference to make up. We'll see if he can keep it low. This map is so long, not even halfway yet. Yes, sliders. Laser sliders are more forgiving, but you definitely don't want to sleep on these.
Absolutely. Bit of a zigzag there. Accuracy actually going down for Atkins there. The difference still staying at a solid 17k, but the status quo can easily be overturned by one singular miss, especially in the middle of the map. 2 minutes remain. Consistency will still be needed. Atkins slowly but surely showing signs of crack right now. It's a 1.1% accuracy disadvantage towards Kosiarek. It's definitely slimming down.
I'm really impressed with how Kosiarek is managing this. Even that drop section with those weirder rhythms, holding on so well. Well, that was close.
Oh! What? The double break, yeah! And now, it's just gonna stay at a solid 13k. It might even swing, who knows? Accuracy is still in the side of Atkins. No one having too much of a combo lead, but Kosiarek dropping it in the very end. Will that matter plenty? 1 minute remains.
Atkins finally has an advantage. He can really sink his teeth into a little bit of combo. A tiny bit of accuracy, but another miss there from Atkins. Combo's back here with Kosiarek. This has turned out to be a really close pick on DT1. This is a huge result here for Kosiarek if he can keep this close, and it looks like that's exactly what he's going to do.
Absolutely, 300 combo still climbing. Will it even swing? I don't think there's too much time, but there's a possibility if Atkins finds another miss. Some triples here and there, dropping down to a 16k. And while it's not going to swing, it is absolutely such a... he softened the blow so much. I think this might be a protect angle Doomsday.
It certainly could be. I mean, DT1, very strong pick on paper for Atkins, but that 13k is nothing. And with Kosiarek, Kosiarek having that protect, I think this is a great time to use it. Because all you need is to beat your opponent by a tiny bit on your best map, and you can seal match point, basically. Let's see if he chooses to cash in on self-destruct.
Waiting for it now. Oh boy. Very, very difficult situation for both players, especially Kosiarek here. If he dishes out his protect and doesn't work out, it doesn't matter, he's dishing it out anyway. It's time for Kosiarek to cash it in. Can he get the set point?
Can he do it? It's the Sakura Burst, Slider Tech special, aim control special. And with such a close matchup on Atkins' pick now, this is a huge opportunity. But with this, I guess, level of difficulty as well, there isn't too much in it on paper. Atkins can definitely do bits on tech, but it's not his favoured protocol. So it's going to be up to Atkins, really, to try and high roll this. Try and claw that back. I need to see if they've played this before. Did Atkins play this in his previous match? He did. He got 744k then. And Kosiarek got 756k when he played it last time. So those scores are very close.
Absolutely, but that is a risk Kosiarek willing to take. Time to dance once again. Nice comfortable beginning here for both players. Still an SS from Atkins. Kosiarek not too far behind. But this map does not go as planned as usual when you're playing these kinds of Nomad Force.
One was there from Kosiarek on these sliders. No miss, of course, that is the main part. But with Atkins' accuracy now, giving him a nice little buffer, those hundreds could add up.
Now going into the meat of this map. Bottoms up, the airplane's going in. It's time for the drop. Kosiarek going on strong, 720 combo, but still does Atkins' accuracy still equal, but there's the first drop from Kosiarek, a bit of a trade from Atkins, 30k deficit. Kosiarek needs to bring it back very quickly right now. Some 100s being dropped on both sides, a bit more instead of Kosiarek as it goes down to a 97% accuracy. Both players still comboing throughout right now today.
Kosiarek getting another break there though, setting him back a little bit again. That early accuracy in the bank for Atkins now is looking pretty good. Looking like a great investment because that difference is pretty much all there is. But that's a well-timed miss on the side of, well, well-timed miss if you're Kosiarek because the slow part, bit of combo. Atkins breaking just before that. There's time for combo gaming to happen a little bit.
Atkins taking 3 grams of caffeine, to say the least, from as a form of frustration. I can understand, but right now the Kosiarek has the opportunity to bring this back. The second half of this map definitely much more tame, but is there an opportunity for him to crawl back a 40k deficit? This part deceivingly tricky. We've seen how even Emrek can slide the break in this part, but will we see that mistake in this section?
This section in particular is so breakable. Atkins gets the break. Kosiarek still comboing. He gets through it. Nearly slider breaks that, but saves it on the last moment. Kosiarek now, can he seal this? He's got the lead back. He's back in the safe zone.
Oh my! 13k is the line to cross Doomsday right now. 20 seconds. There's not much time. Kosiarek, can he get to class in time or will he be punished? There's the miss. It's a 3k deficit. Kosiarek is right there. We're in arm's reach. Atkins, can he hold on? A bit of a cut stream. Some sliders here and there. The combo, it's not going towards him. It's just a bit too close. But still too far away. Atkins takes the set.
That's a solid 10k of difference. Reeling it back in. Atkins doing it on his opponent's pick to claw it back. A mighty fine effort here from the RC, and he's now got control of this set. 2-1 for him. Kosiarek drops his protect, but it was so close. That's a big momentum shift now. Kosiarek had a lot of good resources to use, but now he's behind for the first time in this matchup. He doesn't have his protect anymore, and Atkins still has his in DT2.
Not good, absolutely not good. If I was Atkins, it might be time to dish out the protect right here, right now. Worst case scenario, it's OG time. But while the win is still in his favor, I think that's the smartest way to go about.
Well, certainly this is the moment. I mean, they could potentially save it in case it goes to a 2-2, but Yeah, if I was
Oh
Atkins, I'd be
my.
going for it. Oh, Hard Rock 1. So we are going to go in for the
Okay.
best of 3 on the Hard Rock maps. Let's go. I'm down. Currently 1-1 on Hard Rock, by the way. Both players have won one of them, so let's see how Divine Ordeal splits them up. Brave pick. 5 minutes of Corsace tiebreaker business. A bit of everything on Hard Rock.
Yeah, and even if Atkins loses this, it might still be a protect angle, or unless he wants to play the long game, I don't know, maybe a hidden 2 angle so he can get a better score difference in the when the OG happens, but it really all up to for Atkins. Kosiarek on the other hand though, he does want to just force tiebreaker at least.
Well, I mean, we've seen quite a bit of aim this matchup, and it has looked very competitive. Chuck it on a mod these two are very familiar with, and I imagine it should still be quite close. But this map is probably one of the harder maps in the entire pool in terms of actually holding combo through it. Perhaps the mechanics on Atkins could show through here, but we'll see how it plays out.
The beginning always the easiest spot, but when the flow hits, it's about to get the real spicy accuracy. Definitely not a trivial thing to gain in this map. 1-6 being spread across the board like Nutella. Kosiarek and Atkins definitely very well aware of that. Bit of an early break for Kosiarek, but this is a tiebreaker length map.
Plenty of time to bring a comeback on, and Atkins the break there means that he won't be getting very far away with his lead. Nice BPM changes in this as well. Sudden BPM changes happen a few times in this. We'll be sure not to slip up and lose a bunch of AC on that transition.
Accuracy still leaning towards the side of Atkins, keeping the score in check. Kosiarek still with the reverse choke run. But can you hold on for so much longer? It's so difficult to gain any meaningful lead in such a long map. Going to a bit of a rhythm change now.
Into the ult section, a break there from Atkins now, giving a major advantage here to Kosiarek, but he had to combo this and he doesn't. Stefan K, nothing really. Still so even.
The boy equalized, but Kosiarek not too much of a padding here if he does indeed win this out. Some triples coming in, bit of quads. Everything's still looking quite normal for both players. No one's struggling just yet. The jumps gets even bigger, the cut streams as well. Now back into the fray. Some tricky rhythms, some doubles here and there to control your fingers. But they're still looking pretty good.
Getting into a nice flow on this sort of higher speed, I suppose, flow aim section. Nothing but phasing them here. Very nicely done through that section, actually, from both of the players.
It's a nice, comfortable middle section here, actually. Not too much going on. Bit of a downtime, to say the least. Still very much tricky, as we are seeing a double break as I say that. Kosiarek ahead by 5k. But how well can he do on Atkins Protect? That's the question. He needs a bit more, I feel.
Well, there's another break there from Atkins, so it opens the window for Kosiarek to try and make something happen here. I do agree, Kosiarek needs to make this pick work, really. But his difference is climbing slowly here. Here's the thing, though. The ending's coming up. It's the hardest part of the whole map. Kosiarek, it's up to you, buddy. Gotta make something happen here.
Potential is there. Kosiarek just needs to do it and realize it. Atkins trying to soften the blow though as best as he can, so he can go comfortably into his own protect, into the slider. Kosiarek finds the slider break Doomsday.
Yeah, that was tragic. Slow slided. Here come the jumps.
Last few jumps here. Kosiarek finds the miss. Atkins holding on. 4K difference still. Trying to bring it to his side, and it will indeed be in his favor. Going to the last few ending section here. There's just nothing much to be done. Finally finding a miss. It will indeed swing back to Kosiarek. But that will not be the point, ladies and gents. Atkins has his protect, and it's all up to Kosiarek to brave the seas and survive the wave. Can he do it?
There's a few breaks here from Atkins at the end, and Kosiarek's comboing this. He's building up a nice little lead now. If he can finish this off, he'll have a little bit of breathing room going into Atkins' next pick, you know. So honestly, a nice recovery through this ending, and with 30k, certainly not over yet here. Kosiarek, nice recovery there, and 34k of advantage in his back pocket going into Atkins' next pick, which, as you mentioned, it's got to be the Protect. This is the time you pick it.
Now or never.
And there it is.
There it is. Oh man. Oh man. And especially now in Lazer, if you're uncomfortable in speed, you're not gonna have a good time. There is no more of that combo gaming crutch. It's all Ak.
How speedy is Kosiarek feeling today? Raw speed, Atkins bread and butter. It's the skill set that did so much good work for him in OWC. What did so much good work for him in LGA last year when he was the runner-up of that tournament. Speed abusing everyone. It's up to Kosiarek to make something special happen here, to keep his head in this game.
There we go. Good luck, have fun. Kosiarek on his last leg. Can he force out the tiebreaker? Or will it be the end of the road for him?
Let's see. Of course, this one is full DT, 1.5 times. So it's the DT we all know and love. 287 BPM speed.
35k, not too much of a padding here, Kosiarek. He needs to hold on with any means necessary. Accuracy looking pretty decent, but Atkins still on the supreme accuracy when compared off the two. It's the first miss for Kosiarek, and this map, it is quite lengthy. It's not enough to do well in the beginning, gotta do well throughout, and Atkins, very well known for that capability.
Still holding high 98. Kosiarek is doing well to combo a lot of this, but his accuracy is behind. It's not going to help him out too much. No quarter given here though from Atkins. None at all. Plenty of the map to go. It's not over yet, but that advantage is climbing as we get to the slow part.
You're looking mighty untouchable right now in the middle part of the map, but we're about to get into a bit of a jump scare section. Can he actually hit that part? Not much of a pressure from Kosiarek here. It's definitely way past the mark where it's safe for Kosiarek. Bit of a stream here, and Atkins hits it.
But it's Kosiarek though, actually. Fair play. Hitting those bursts. Yeah. Too little too late, but still fantastic effort.
An effort will still be given. It's not giving up just yet, waiting for a mistake from Atkins, but this man just not seem to be missing.
The solo to go, the triples coming in, the bursts into bursts. Kosiarek drops. Big combo hit he had is gone, and surely the game is gone for him now. But Atkins still full comboing, nearly 99%. Can he take this further? What's the PP record so far this LGA? It was a secret box, right?
592, yes sir. by his own nation mate. Let's see if he can actually do it. 50 seconds times 1.5 speed. Can he go the distance into the final few bursts? Atkins, all eyes are watching you. Can he break the ever so dream 650 barrier? He is going the distance. The bus sliders coming in. Some triples, some pentas, but finding a miss on the aim.
It's an aim map. It was an aim map all along. It's so over.
Once again, the 650 curse unbroken, but still a wonderful performance nonetheless. 3-1. Good game and well played.
Great match. Great match from both of them. And what a score to end it on. Atkins over 1 million on the Raw Speed Pick. Atkins is moving on to the quarterfinals of LGA, the top 8 next week. Kosiarek is heading home. There is no losers bracket for him, unfortunately, at this stage. I believe so. And this is the end of the line for him. But what a matchup, honestly. Kosiarek looking so good on so many of these maps. And in the first half of this, he was in control. There is no doubt. He's already beaten one player above his seeding. He's already caused one upset. And there was another one on the cards here for a long time. He can be proud of his performance.
Absolutely, there's zero things to be ashamed of for this man right here. Definitely someone to look out for in the future. Speaking of future looking out, we do have other matches coming up. I think it's in 1.25 hours at 14 UTC. It's a double whammy, it seems, with both Namoe Tequito and Flying Tuna with Serbia Tracker. So, yeah, stay tuned. Any last few words, Doomsday?
Nah, I'm all good. Just some really solid matches today. I'm glad to be on casting again and got some banger games on my side. Can't complain. And as always, it's been fantastic casting with a blank tab. It's great to get you on the cast here on OSU Live, mate.
Thank you, boss.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, that is all so much for today's broadcast. Stay tuned. Just a bit of a break. Don't go anywhere. I'm watching you guys. I've been Blank Tap and my boss Doomsday. We bid you guys a good rest. Take care.